हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक। आइए डिस्कस करते हैं वैल्यू एंड पीस एजुकेशन का यूनिट 2। यूनिट 2 में आपको क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ वैल्यूज़ के बारे में बताया गया है, जिसका सबसे पहले इंट्रोडक्शन दिया है, देन ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ वैल्यू एजुकेशन, देन वैल्यू बेस्ड एनवायरमेंटल एजुकेशन। इसके कुछ सब पॉइंट्स हैं: ह्यूमन वैल्यूज़, सोशल वैल्यूज़, कल्चरल एंड रिलीजियस वैल्यूज़, एथिकल वैल्यूज़, ग्लोबल वैल्यूज़, स्पिरिचुअल वैल्यूज़। आप इस पेज का स्क्रीनशॉट लेकर के इसको रीड आउट कर सकते हैं। देन हम डिस्कस करते हैं अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस। देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज, इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू हैव अ गुड डैश टू बी सक्सेसफुल इन योर करियर। ए अपीयरेंस, बी अटेंडेंस, सी एटीट्यूड, D respect. The answer is C attitude. Question number 2 is, it is important to be at work dash every day and on time unless you are sick or have a family emergency. The answer is B attendance. Question number 3 is, strong dash means you have a high sense of moral and ethical behavior that earns respect of others. Answer is D character. Question number 4 is, dash is essential at work because you must be able to work with others, especially if you don't always agree with them. A communication, B cooperation, C honesty, D integrity. Answer is B cooperation. Question number 5 is, dash skills such as writing, speaking and body language are important work ethics so that you can be clear in your messages to others. A communication, B cooperation, C honesty, D integrity. The answer is communication. That means communication skills such as writing, speaking and body language are important. Next question is, you are a person with a high level of dash if you stand by your values even if others put pressure on you to do something that is wrong or if they make fun of you. The options are A communication, B cooperation, C honesty, D integrity. The answer is D integrity. Question number 7 is, if you don't have dash, you can really get in trouble for lying, cheating or deceiving others. A communication, B cooperation, C honesty, D integrity. The answer is honesty. If you don't have honesty, then you can really get in trouble. Next question is, if you can keep things at work in order to have a neat workplace, then you have great A communication, B cooperation, C honesty, B integrity. The answer is D integrity. Next question is, it is always important to dash yourself, others and the place where you work. A appearance, B cooperation, C communicate, D respect. The answer is D respect. Next question is, if you have dash, you will be a trusted person because they will see you that you are committed to your company. A loyalty, B organizational skill, C productivity, D respect. The answer is A loyalty. Next question is, dash work ethic is important because you are always at work when you expected to perform your duties without wasting time or getting paid for doing very little. A loyalty, B organization skills, C productivity and D is respect. The answer is C productivity. Next question is, some jobs cannot be done alone and some can be done much better and faster if you possess the quality of dash. Options are responsibility, respect, teamwork, cooperation. Answer is teamwork. Next question is, having dash means you can be trusted to do what you are expected to do at work. A responsibility, B respect, C teamwork, D cooperation. The answer is A responsibility. Next question is, it is important to dress appropriately for work and have good personal hygiene, including brushing teeth, wearing deodorant, and having neat hair. A. Appearance. B. Attendance. C. Attitude. D. Respect. The answer is A. Appearance. Next question is, what is business ethics? A. The study of business situations, activities, and decisions where issues of right and wrong are addressed. B. Defined as decisions organizations make on issues that could be considered right or wrong. C. Ethics that can be applied to an organization's practices. D. Ethical processes business use in order to achieve a good ethical standard. Answer is A. The study of business situations, activities, and decisions where issues of right and wrong are addressed. Next question is, ethics and law overlap. This is called yellow area, white area, black area, or gray area. The answer is gray area. Next question is, teaching ethics in business schools will A. Increase awareness about ethics. B. Make managers sensitive to ethical issues. C. Make future manager aware of implications of unethical practices. D. Guide of managers when they face ethical dilemmas. E. All of the above. The answer is E. All the above. Next question is, a written statement of policies and principles that guides the behavior of all employees is called A. Code of ethics. B. Word of ethics. C. Ethical dilemmas. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Code of ethics. Next question is, what is the classical value of management's social responsibility? A. To create a specific environment in workplace. B. To maximize profits. C. To protect and improve society's welfare. D. All the above. The answer is B. To maximize profits. Next question is, which of these is the purpose of shared organizational values? A. Build team support. B. Influence marketing effort. C. Guide managers' decisions and actions. D. All the above. The answer is D. All the above. Next question is, which of these is a factor that affects ethical and unethical behavior? A. Ethical dilemma. B. Diversity. C. Teamwork. D. Open communication. The answer is A. Ethical dilemma. Next question is, the term dash refers to principles, values, and beliefs that define right and wrong behavior. A. Customer satisfaction. B. Empowerment. C. Innovation. D. Ethics. The answer is D. Ethics. Next question is, which of this is a second stage of moral development? A. Principled. B. Conventional. C. Pre-conventional. D. None of the above. The answer is B. Conventional. Next question is, a personality measures of the strength of a person's convictions is called locus of control, ego, ego strength, none of the above. The answer is C. Ego strength. Next question is, dash is a personality attribute that measures the degree to which people believe they control their own fate. A. Locus of control. B. Culture. C. Values. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Locus of control. Next question number 26 is, the three major type of ethical issues include except A. Communication issue. B. Systematic issue. C. Cooperate issue. D. Individual issues. Answer is A. Communication issues. Next question is, ethics are moral principles and values which dash A. Guide a firm's behavior. B. Govern the actions of an individual. C. Provide employees with rule on how to behave. D. Are legally enforceable. Answer is B. Govern the actions of an individual. Next question is trustfulness is marketing communications is an example of A. Ethics, B. Business ethics, C. Marketing ethics, D. Corporate social responsibility. Then the answer is C. Marketing ethics. Next question is document that consist of all ethical standards that employer expect from employees is classified as A. Ethics code, B. Descriptive code, C. Procedural code, D. Distributive code. Answer is A. Ethic code. Next question is fairness is of process is classified as A. Descriptive justice, B. Procedural justice, C. Distributive justice, D. Severance justice. Answer is B. Procedural justice. Next question is justice and fairness of a result of a decision is often classified as descriptive justice, procedural justice, distributive justice, or severance justice. The answer is C. Distributive justice. Next question is standards that decided what kind of conduct employees of organization should possess. A. Descriptive justice, B. Procedural justice, C. Distributive justice, D is ethics. The answer is D. Ethics. Next question is the word ethics comes from ethos, eternity, elementary, essentiality. Answer is A. Ethos. Next question is a dash is a set of principles that people hold themselves to or that are held by organizations or groups. A. Code of ethics, B. Code of honor, C. Ethical perspective, D. Persuasive tactics. The answer is A. Code of ethics. Next question is dash is the ability to commit to doing what is right no matter the situation. A. Dedication, B. Derive, C. Devotion, D. Morale. Answer is A. Dedication. Next question is there are two abilities that you must have to properly understand ethics. The first is the dash and the second ability is A. Ability to disconcern, concentration, B. Ability to visualize, devotion, C. Ability to distinguish, dedication, D. Ability to judge, dedication. The answer is ability to distinguish, dedication. Next question is we advocate truthfulness, accuracy, honesty, and reason as essential to the integrity of communication. This is commitment that would mostly like be found in A. Mission statement, B. Code of ethics, C. Code of conduct, D. Employee handbook. The answer is B. Code of ethics. Next question is dash are beliefs and attitudes we have that can actually conflict with our ethical decisions. A. Morals, B. Principles, D. Virtues, D. C. Virtues, D. Values. The answer is D. Values. Next question is according to the text, what undermines persuasion and communication? A. Facts, B. Lying, C. Storytelling, D. Emotion. The answer is B. Lying. Next question is dash is the degree to which others can depend on us. Like reputation, it can take a lifetime to build and only seconds to destroy. A. Likability, B. Persuasiveness, C. Reliability, D. Eloquence. Answer is C. Reliability. Next question is dash are the true reasons for our actions when we have something to lose or gain as a result. A. Motives, B. Schemes, C. Plans, D. Ruses. The answer is A. Motives. Next question is what does philosopher Carl Wellman assert about the use of an ethical system? A. An ethical system is not necessary in order for one to choose and act rationally but incredibly helpful. B. An ethical system is all one needs in order to solve all practical problems. C. An ethical system does not solve all one's practical problems, but one cannot choose and act rationally without some explicit or implicit ethical system. D. An ethical system will tell one what to do in any given situation and is therefore invaluable rationally without some explicit or implicit ethical system. The answer is C. An ethical system does not solve all one's practical problems, but one cannot choose and act rationally without some explicit or implicit ethical system. Next question is, according to the text, what is the ethical responsibility of someone who receives a message? A. To read the message immediately in case it contain important or time sensitive information. B. To relay the message to as many people as possible. C. To check the credibility of the sender and if the sender is being unethical, take appropriate action. D. To ensure it doesn't end up in the wrong hands. The answer is to check the credibility of the sender and if the sender is being unethical, take appropriate action. The answer is C is correct. Next question is, why is it nearly impossible to monitor ethics in a political campaign? A. Because political campaign exist outside the realm of ethics. B. Because of the media does not everything that can protect the ethical integrity of the candidates. C. Because of the federal government enforces strict laws about monitoring certain aspects of political campaigns. D. Because campaigns use so many type of communication and so many different communicators. The answer is D. Because campaigns use so many type of communications and so many different communicators. Next question is, what is the difference between a monologue and a dialogue? A monologue is persuasive, whereas a dialogue is informative. B. A monologue is an unethical form of persuasion, whereas a dialogue is an ethical form of persuasion. C. A monologue is a performance or a speech that involves at least two people, whereas a dialogue is a conversation one has internally with him or herself. D. A monologue is the performance or speech of one person, whereas a dialogue is a conversation that occurs between two people. So the answer D is correct. A monologue is the performance of speech of one person, जबकि एक dialogue conversation होता है जो कि दो लोगों के बीच में occur होता है. Next question is, define ethical absolutism या फिर cognitivism. A. Global, strict and absolute rule on right or wrong according to the ethical conduct. B. Claims morality is context dependent and subjective. There are no universal right or wrong that can be rationally determined. C. Right and wrong is objective and determined by the organization's culture. D. Claims there are eternal, universally applicable moral principles. Right and wrong are objective qualities. The answer D is correct. Next question number 47 is, ethical behavior is a matter of A. Juggling standards and business needs, B. Obeying the rules, C. Acting on a considered judgment, D. None of the above. The answer is C. Acting on a considered judgment. यूनिट 2 का फर्स्ट पार्ट यहीं तक हम डिस्कस करेंगे. आगे के क्वेश्चंस हम पार्ट 2 में देखेंगे. टिल देन टेक केयर. बाय बाय.